All right, welcome back. We are in an alert day now, or just a few hours of an alert day that's going to kick in as we go between 7 p.m. and 2 a.m. We're going to maintain threats of damaging winds up to 75 miles per hour as those storms begin to bow out and really cause outflow boundaries and really start to kick up the wind. Mainly north of I-90, just to let you know that, and then it's going to start to work its way southward. We'll also see some storms possibly moving into La Crosse, maybe some showers out of that as well. That's in the early evening to start. Then flooding continues continues to rise gradually for our local rivers. Bear that in mind. I'll show you that in just a second. Fewer rain chances though this week, so that means we'll see more sunshine. Here's a look at your mowing forecast for you here. I get a kick out of this every time I see this. You're looking at some 80s for the next couple of days and 70s come in by Thursday. And of course the rain chances are going to be a little bit less as you get deeper into midweek. Flood warning, you can see all these locations as I zoom in and zoom out and work my way down. You're going to see these places are still going to be picking up a whole lot of rainfall, even from Minneapolis and working its way down to La Crosse. So we'll see this continue to go gradually rising up to possibly at least up to the moderate or maybe even higher in some cases for some locations. But for us locally, we'll just be in the minor flooding range. We're also looking at this continuing on for the next couple of days. And here's the information as to how high these rivers are going to be cresting. In fact, we'll be seeing here again also up to at least 19.8 inches or so as you get into McGregor. You get to La Crosse, 15.1 inches as the week progresses. And as you go up to areas by Winona, you'll see up to at least 14.5. So that's a little over the stage of flooding. Take a look here as we get into it. Here you're looking at some 70s and 80s. See that rainfall cutting in from the northwest. That's where all that rainfall is headed our way. And now is it an enhanced risk here? That is a big swath of river. We're also going to be seeing a little bit of damaging winds. You could actually have a spin-up tornado out of this and the possibility of some small hail out of this as well to large hail. We'll go into how this looks. You'll see right there from Minneapolis picking up some of that lighter rainfall. Then it gets heavier as we go into the 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock hour, and look at that, more widespread as well. Then it starts to cut in just a little bit more, digging more to the south toward Red Wing, which does not need more rainfall right now. Neither does Minneapolis. You're going to see these areas are just picking up some rainfall, inundated in some cases as well. Eau Claire will get in the rainfall. Ladysmith gets in the rainfall as well. Then that Bow Echo, look at that, starts to kick in, and that's heading to Marshfield. But some of that's going to work its way down to the southeast. We will see eventually maybe getting brushed here locally by a little bit of that rainfall. Some of it right there as you get into the 2 o'clock hour in the morning, and then that gets out of the way. So we could get up to about 1.5 inches of rainfall possibly overnight for us here locally. All right, so we clear it out, put some clearing skies out there as well, maybe a little patchy fog, similar to what we had today. Once you get into Tuesday, you have maybe a light chance of rainfall coming back into the picture. Most of that's in the morning. Rainfall with the graph model is showing you what we're going to be picking up, as I mentioned, up to 1.5 inches for areas right by La Crosse, and then you can see other locations getting a little bit less. Rain amounts though here with the HRRR model, we're looking at some decent rainfall across the area as well. Overnight lows, well, this is what we've got for you here coming into the picture. You're going to be looking at least the possibility of a little bit of 60s and 70s. Then we get into how this looks for you as we go right into the 7-day forecast, 8-day forecast. I got to stop saying that. 80s, middle 80s, then upper 70s for the next couple of days, and a whole lot of sunshine is on the way. Then we get into some rainfall coming in for Friday, and eventually more sunshine for your weekend.